Have you ever noticed how in business the default answer always seems to be just do more? It doesn't matter what the problem is. Get more clients, make more offers, create more content, have more revenue streams, more and more, more and more. We're told that more equals growth, which equals success, which equals freedom. And more can be great. But the truth is that oftentimes more just leads to scattered energy. And that's what I want to talk about today. How so many entrepreneurs, including myself, have just really fallen into the trap and the myth of more, the cost that it brings, and the shifts that you can make to really bring you back into that consistency. I hope this episode gives you that clarity that you're really craving. So if you've been feeling like no matter what it is that you do, it's just never enough, this one's for you. Listen, you don't need another podcast teaching you the latest hack or overnight tricks to how to make money. What you need is a business that is actually going to last, one that grows with you, fuels your life, and doesn't burn you out. Insert me. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Built to Last. I'm Mara McDonald. I'm a business growth consultant and an online business sustainability mentor for entrepreneurs who are done chasing quick wins and ready to build something actually sustainable. Each week, I'm going to be sharing strategies, perspective shifts, and leadership lessons that will help you refine or expand your offers, simplify your marketing, and grow a business that's not only profitable, purposeful, but truly built to last. If you're ready to stop building for right now and start building for what's next, then let's dive in. Welcome back to another episode of Built to Last. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you already know that my last YouTube video, when I said this is a come as you all podcast, was completely 100% true. I'm talking, I'm not editing this. I'm talking, I'm not wearing any makeup. I'm talking, I'm wearing my husband's t-shirt. I'm sitting outside. My siding is my background. I'm sitting in a lawn chair. And what you guys can't see is there's kids at the park right across the street laughing at me currently because I'm using a card table with 4 boxes of games stacked up with my laptop on top so that way I can get the right angle and I have my microphone. I look absolutely crazy. But you know what? Joke's on them because I'm making money, honey. And one day when they become entrepreneurs and they're looking at a way to really build a business that's built to last, a really sustainable business, they're going to be watching this YouTube video. And they're going to be saying, oh my gosh, she's talking about me. I specifically remember that day. I thought she was crazy. Come to find out, she was just doing her thing. Like, you go. And I can't wait for that day. But I'm recording this today because I really want to talk about the myth of more. This is something that's really felt heavy on my mind, heavy on my heart, and something that I've myself actually fallen victim to really recently. And I think the reason why myth of more even exists is because we're taught in entrepreneurship whenever there's any kind of problem to just throw more at it. Because more equals better. More offers means more clients. More platforms means more visibility. More hours equals more money. So what do we do? We go out there and we try to scale. And we try to scale by doing more. And then it doesn't work. And we're left with more stuff to sell, more platforms to show up on, a confused audience, and feeling burnt out. Because the truth is, more just spreads you thinner and keeps you from getting traction in any one place. And as a sustainability mentor, I promise you that that is not sustainable. That is not something that is built to last. That is just leading you to burnout where you're going to pivot 100 different times until you finally have a business that's built to last and that you're proud of. Because honestly, that's giving vibes of it's growth on the outside, but inside, it's messy, it's heavy, and it's hard to sustain. And again, how do I know all that? Because that was me multiple times in my business. If you've been following my story, you know I've pivoted about 5 different times. I started out as an agency owner. I pivoted that to a VA business. I pivoted that to a blogging agency. I pivoted that to business mentor, where I tried to help people really scale to 100K. And then I finally leaned into what it is that I'm really good at. And that is offer development and marketing strategy and sustainability mentor. So helping people really build sustainable businesses, but as a business growth consultant, really helping people expand and diversify their income through their offers and through their marketing strategy. But recently, after 2025, when I really leaned into that sustainability mentor and business growth consultant, I found myself in a position where I'm going to have to refine both my offers and my marketing strategy. And let me tell you that I tried to have an offer and a marketing strategy for everything, and it was burning me out. At one point, I had an offer for probably I kid you not, I can probably count them on 10 different fingers. Let's say I had a one-to-one offer that was just full out one-to-one. I had a Voxer offer for leadership. I had a Voxer offer for those who went through one-to-one with me, but they didn't quite want that 100% support, but they still wanted some accountability. I had an offer for that. I had an accountability offer. I had a membership. I had a vault where I was doing recordings. I had a mastermind. I had a mini mind. I had an offers course, and I had a marketing course. Look at that, 10. Oh my gosh, I was right on the dot. That's kind of impressive. Not only that, but when I pivoted to really offering two different things, a sustainability mentor specifically for online business owners, as well as a business growth consultant who specializes in offer development and marketing strategy specifically for traditional businesses, I told myself there is no way I can market all that on one platform. It's just going to confuse my audience. So what did I do? I tried to come up with two different marketing strategies. How did I feel? Burnt out and like there was no way that I was going to be able to continue this forever. So, what did I do? I shifted. And honestly, this analogy came into my mind and I'm really freaking proud of it. So I want to share with you. When I sat down and really reflected on my business and the vibes that I was giving when I had all these offers and all these different marketing strategies, it was giving the vibes of Applebee's. And you know what I mean. Okay. Have you ever gone to like this really nice restaurant? And I'm not talking about one where you're getting like a $25 meal. Those are nice. But I'm talking about a restaurant where you have to wear a dress, heels, your man has to wear a suit, and you're about to get like a $70 bottle of wine and you're feeling really good about it. Okay. I want you to think about their menu for a second. Because I don't know about you, but whenever I go to one of these restaurants, their menu is one page, not front and back, just one page. They have like two appetizer options. They have three meat options. If you want chicken, this is for you. You want red meat? I recommend this. You want seafood? Boom, this is for you. Maybe vegetarians, maybe four options. And then they have like two desserts, and you know it's going to be good. How do you know that? Because one, they take away decision fatigue. Okay, you feel good because you just have a couple different options. You're going to find what feels good to you. You don't have to overthink it. But two, they specialize in it. And you know that's going to be the best freaking seafood you ever had if you pick the seafood. Now, let's think about Applebee's for a second. Now, this is no shade to Applebee's because your girl eats there probably about one time a week, maybe twice. I'm not even going to lie. I love me a 2 for $20, which by the way, they increased their rates. But anyway, Oriental chicken salad, by the way. But anyway, why do you go to Applebee's? You go there because it's cheap. Now, here's my main question for you. Okay, it's not necessarily the price of it. My main question for you is when you go there, how many of you guys get the same thing over and over and over and over again? I slowly just raised my hand if you're not watching this on YouTube. Me, Oriental chicken salad. Now, why do you do that? Okay. You probably do it because they have so many options out there that you're getting decision fatigue. And usually you're like, oh, I'm going to try something new. So you scan that menu for like 10 different minutes and then the waiter or waitress comes and you end up just ordering the same thing that you always do because you know that I don't know about the other meals, but I know I at least like this, right? Let's compare that to your business. What vibes are you giving off? Are you luxury, specialized, or are you somebody that has so many different options that you're actually repelling your audience? Because I can tell you what, if you have so many different offers with the intention of making more money and so many different marketing strategies with the intention of, I'm going to build my audience instead of really focusing on the quality of it, then you're confusing your audience. You're repelling them. They're coming to your page, they're looking at your page, they're looking at your website, and they're saying, oh, I would like to work with this person. They get to your website, they take a look at all the different offers, and they say, you know what? I don't really know which offer is best for me. So I'm just going to stick with the thing that I know the best. And that's another coach. That's another mentor. That's another service provider. That's another private practice. That's another you fill in the blank. They go elsewhere because you're confusing them. You're repelling them. That's on you. And that's what I was doing in my business. And I realized that. So what did I do? I sat down and I refined. And that's the thing about business offers, guys, is you're gonna have to refine over and over and over again, which comes with refining your marketing strategy. Because in order to really get clear in your messaging and really utilize your marketing strategies, you have to be clear in your offers. And your offers are going to change. You're gonna have to refresh them. You're gonna have to revamp them. You're gonna have to refine because the needs of your audience is gonna change over time. So I don't know about you, but I sure as hell want to be that luxury meal. I don't want to be an Applebee's. Although, again, I love me some Applebee's. Now, I want you to visualize your business. What vibes do you give off? Are you guilty of doing more to make more? Or are you that luxury, even if it's cheap like a membership kind of energy? So, for the person listening to this, you might be thinking, well, how do I know if I'm caught up in the myth of more? Here are some ways. Number one, you're saying, once I hit blank, then I'll feel stable. No, you won't. You're adding new offers instead of optimizing the one you have. You giving that Applebee's vibes, boo. And number three, you're spreading yourself across too many platforms and hoping that something sticks so that you're able to get more clients. It's not the platform, it's your understanding of your offers and your messaging behind it. So, my challenge for you this week is simple. Ask yourself, where am I chasing more? And where would I like to really dive deeper with what's already working? Pick one thing to simplify, one offer to double down on, one marketing strategy, and create a rhythm to actually stick with it. And if you want to go deeper with this conversation, you're going to have to join me over in my free Slack channel. That's where I share behind the scenes look of how I'm simplifying both me and my clients' businesses. And this week, I'm going to show you how I mapped out a client N, to go from 13 offers to about 4 and how that's going to impact her income and her time. So you're going to have to get over there. But until next week, you got this. I'm proud of you. I love you. McDonald out.